Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. So I wasn't going to do a video today because I have a lot of work to do, but I got some pretty amazing downloads this morning and I was like, I have to talk to you guys about this. So a lot of you guys are feeling stuck. A lot of you guys are feeling like things aren't manifesting. Things aren't manifesting the way you want them to. It's taking too much time. Nothing's happening. What's going on? You're trying to have positive thoughts, yet nothing is changing. Right? Do you know why? It's because there is a lack of trust in the universe. We cannot receive things when we don't trust, right? And we cannot, this is not to blame anyone because we've been conditioned to think this way. We've been conditioned that to have a certain dream or goal, to have a certain career, you have to work hard, you have to be a go-getter, you have to go do things. And that's true. That's true to a certain extent. So many of you could be receiving things in an instant because things manifest a lot faster now than they have like 5 or 10 years ago. It's because we're going through an ascension process. So a lot of us lack this trust and we don't even know that we're doing it. We have no clue and then we wonder why things don't happen for us. And if you think back of a time where you've been really in alignment, of a time where you've been really flowing, because that's what your guides, what the universe, source, God, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. They want you to flow and not force things, right? Flowing will get you places forcing never could. So, because when we are flowing, when we are in that light, buoyant energy, that's where energy goes. Energy goes where there is the least resistance. So when we try to make things happen and we work so hard and we do so much to have things happen for us and yet nothing's happening. And why do you think that is? It's because there's too much resistance, right? And sometimes when you think back of a moment in your life, the biggest things have probably happened for you when you were least expecting it. Now, why is that? Why do blessings come in when we least expect them? Things never come in when we're waiting for them or when we're constantly asking what's next. We're supposed to flow and be in the moment because all there ever is now. So we either always live, in the past, and that's where you get anxiety, or we worry about the future, but we're never in the now. And when we worry and when we think of the past or the future, it's not allowing things to come to us. I'm not saying don't do anything, just sit on your couch and don't do anything all day. But we have to be in that energy of flowing, of being like water. So try to be in joy as much as possible. And I get that some of you have a 9-to-5 job that you hate. Some of you are living in a place that you don't like. But try to get into a place of gratitude for the small, there's always something to be grateful for, right? There's always something to be grateful for. So try to get into that energy. I know it's hard to trust, but your task isn't to figure out how things will happen. Your task is to allow it, because Esther Hicks always talks about this. It's like you've done the work, you know what you want, you asked, but you're not receiving. It's because we need to trust that things are coming towards us. So let's say, for example, you've been working and working and working towards your dream goals, and you work so hard and nothing's happening. Well, maybe you're just supposed to take a break. Maybe you're supposed to go out in nature, walk, do a walking meditation, meditate, and let go. And let a higher force take charge. And I know it's hard to trust in that, but the planets spin. The sun rises every morning. The moon is there every night. No matter what's happening, the sun is always rising, you guys. There's this inherent force in nature. There's this inherent intelligence. Everything is sustaining itself. Your body is sustaining itself. Your heart is beating. No matter what, there's this inherent intelligence. And we just have to trust that. You could be having hundreds and thousands of signs every day, synchronicities, messages, and we don't see them because we're so in the mind. And the mind is amazing. The mind is a great tool. The mind is capable of extraordinary things. But at the same time, we have to go out of that masculine energy, because that's majority of people are in their masculine energy, which is the thinking mind and taking action, which we need masculine and feminine energies. The feminine is more of a receiving energy, a magnetic and an attracting energy. The reason why people don't attract the things they want is because they don't allow the things to come in. They don't allow the things to come to receive, because receiving is a feminine energy, and we've never been taught to be in our feminine energy. We've always been taught to be in our masculine. So use both of them. Use your mind to visualize, to be in action when you have to be in action, but also allow yourself to receive. And a lot of us, we don't allow ourselves to receive because we feel like we have to keep it together all the time. We feel like we have to control things all the time. We feel like we have to be in charge. And sometimes we do. Sometimes we do have to be in charge, but not all the time. You're not allowing yourself to receive if you need to control everything. Just let things flow for a while. And some of us have never learned to trust, right? Maybe you've been betrayed. Maybe you've given your trust to people and people have betrayed you. Maybe people have lied to you. Maybe someone has cheated on you. And people might not have respected your boundaries. And so how can you trust? How can you let go? We don't even realize that that's the reason why we can't trust. That's the reason why we always have to control things, right? Because in the past, we've been betrayed, so now we're in charge. And if we're in charge, and if we control things, and if we don't trust anyone, well, people can't betray us anymore. To what extent are you going to self-sabotage and not let what is meant for you come to you? Because when we let go and when we let a higher force take charge, and at the same time recreate our lives, but we also let things happen the way they're supposed to happen, and we let what is meant for us to come in, that's where change happens. That's when there's a paradigm shift. That's when we light up the planet with our energy. And we affect everyone around us, whether we realize that or not. We're getting more and more conscious of our energy field and how our energy affects other people. And when you are in that state of allowing and flowing and being yourself and being in your joy, you're allowing others to be that way as well. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you want to go deeper and you want to dive deep, and you want to explore these topics, metaphysics, if you feel like you've had an awakening, if you're a twin flame, if you're a starseed, if you're just starting to become more aware of who you are, or you want to discover who you are, because a lot of us don't know, right? A lot of us are really lost in the sauce. But I highly suggest you subscribe to my website. The link is down below. It's a membership website. I post videos on there weekly, if not bi-weekly, and we really dive deep, and I've gotten amazing feedback from you guys. There's no engagement. You can subscribe for 1 month and unsubscribe the next month. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!